Okay, we should be live. Hopefully, we'll see how this goes. we currently have changed our setup just a little bit. I have switched out the shield for a slightly better resistance shield, although it does kind of stack up with what we already had, unfortunately. But it does give us a bit more lightning resist, elemental resist across the board, and I also went ahead and swapped out my armor and my boots for things with more armor on them, getting us up to 20% damage reduction rather than, I think we were at like single digits before, or some god-awful amount. But we'll go with that. We also have a 2% chance to dodge. We don't really have a high rating on that. If I do a build that's based around dodge, we'll want it over 50% to actually make it worthwhile, just statistically speaking. We still have crap void resistance, so hopefully the upcoming boss doesn't have that. We're overstacked on cold and necrotic. We'll see how that goes. And my internet just decided to crash on me. Lovely. We'll see if it stabilizes in a minute. But anyhoozle, we're going to go ahead and proceed in, and hopefully this will go well. I may need to restart the stream. Well, shit buckets. Oh, come on, internet. Don't die on me now. It was doing just fine right before I started going live. Yep, it just completely died. Lovely. Okay, come on. Uno momento. Okay, sorry about that. We'll see if it stabilizes. Doesn't appear to be anything wrong here. It's just having a hiccup for some reason. So let's go ahead and switch it back to normal. And hey, Ranaho, how's it going? But yeah, we swapped up our stuff. This has more defense now. A lot more defense, because we swapped it out for a rare, and we did the same for our boots to actually get a decent defense there. So, we're going to proceed on with our quest. We look like a complete idiot. I will openly admit that. It's only so much we can do. So. And let me move the fan so you're not getting all the time. And one thing they do need to work on is prioritizing interaction clicks over clicking on minions. My net drops do not like you. That one was pretty random. We actually hadn't had one for several days. We'll see. And I need to actually check that out and turn that off. Never seen you around here. Have I heard of you? More so than... Oh, he talks.
Trouble and bodies soon follow. Would you care to dispute that? I appreciate your honesty. I enjoy the relative peace and quiet we've managed to establish for Sorethka. The Osprix have generally left us alone, and knowing your reputation with them, I can't imagine that it'll be the case if you stay here long. Nor am I a fan of theirs. If you head out to the crossroads, you should encounter the staging area for our trade caravans. Talk with them and they'll take you to Majelka. They'll know who you are.
Okay. Still chat. Groovy. Turning all that off. I was mildly intrigued by the conversation they were having. But hopefully everyone's doing well. DV, Renaho, Hugan, Welcome to the stream. As we proceed forward and hopefully not die as much as we did at the end of last stream. We still have mostly sets. I like using uniques, what can I say? I'm not sure what I am downloading. Oh, I know what I'm downloading. Never mind. Let's go ahead and turn that settings down. There we go. It was doing the preview, and it's like, why is it spiking so high? Because it was set at 720/60 as opposed to what it's supposed to be set at, which is 480 for my preview. Because it's a tiny little window that I preview in, and it's not like I need it in a massive window. Okay, Scholar's Death Mask of Purity. It has 3 mods on it. It has 1 prefix, 2 suffixes. One thing I actually have to point out, and I don't know if anyone has noticed. Oh, yeah. I wish Iron Golem looked like this as well. Just spears and shit through him. But this is actually an Ice Golem, which is really awesome, too. You may not have noticed, and it's hard to actually point to it because I can't actually mouse over it. But if you look where it says, like, 70% increased physical, like, critical strike chance. I noticed this while I was doing crafting right before streaming. If it's a prefix, it has the little pip on the left. Whereas if you look at like 18 health thing, it's a suffix, so it has the pip on the right. So you can always tell like whether you have a prefix or a suffix slot available. And obviously you don't see it on uniques and stuff. But that's pretty handy. But yeah, the D2R Iron Golem looks pretty cool. I wish there were size increase things for D2R, but yeah. I doubt that's going to happen anytime soon. And we actually could, if we wanted to, like we were feeling particularly spicy, throw things in here and shrapnel them out here. So I wouldn't have to, like, worry about that. And we will probably need some of those block chance shards whenever we do the full, like, next character playthrough. Do we not have... No, we don't have Dreadful Horde. Okay. Yeah, we do. I thought we had a point... Oh, because we respec'd out of it. Because the cooldown it adds. Yeah. I'll wait until I have multiple points so I can actually justify the cooldown with its bonus effect. It's like, wait a minute. Ooh, level 54. Nice. And there are ways to reduce the cooldowns. So we could also go that route, just dump into cooldown reduction. But for now, we're going to proceed forward. I'm not sure what all we'd get from this side quest other than just XP. So, yeah. Oh, we got a unique shield. It's one that I haven't. It has legendary potential. I'm not sure what the legendary potential means. I haven't actually gotten a chance to mess with that. I'll have to look it up. But that has pretty high block effectiveness on it. So it's basically a giant stone wall. That's something from Dark Souls. If I remember correctly, is it not? Okay. Anyway, skills. We are going Necromancer up, so we were going to just keep bumping that, I think. Until we get up to the Blades of the Forlorn, which can really boost our cold damage. That'll be 70% boost whenever we get that going. Yeah, I cast those little dudes enough that it's not an issue. And we're probably casting them out at the same speed. I just feel... It feels bad having the cooldown. Okay, so we neared Horton in Soroth Kai. Travel. The unique has potential to go Super Saiyan. Possibly. What's the Super Saiyan? Saiyan what? Saiyan up, dog?
Unfortunately, you'll go alone. There are a few things I need to take only as much as it's thankfully. They are not. They follow they follow a caste system.
You're the one. There you go.
My faith. I wonder, have I been blind to it? Have the gods always been this way? I suppose you're right. Please. I'm not sure. So much of my life was devoted to Lagon. And now, no, not yet. And I think that's okay.
And we get more XP. Yeah, I think each of these side quests is literally just going to give us XP and gold, which we don't really need more of. More gold is always welcome. We can use that to buy shattery things to just break down all the items that ever existed. But where did our town portal put us up at? Or did we just... Oh, no, we worked back through the waypoint. Never mind. We get to walk. Getting almost full on that page. That's a good thing. Oh, yeah, I need to break that apart. I'm going to be hunting for plus intelligence. For reasons. Say what you want. Elderly southern accent. Oh, say it in elderly... Oh, that one would be hard, because they don't really say chew a lot in southern. What you want? They don't tend to... It's more of a open mouth accent in the South for most places. Unless sometimes they can say whatcha. That's still more of an open mouth. I know, I'm a nerd and I have lived in the South for a long time. Maybe in different parts of the South, but most of the places I've been at, it's been more open accent as opposed to closed. Hate to say it, slack-jawed. Mississippi. I have not actually lived in Mississippi. I have lived pretty much everywhere west of the Mississippi, though. Were those coins green? Or are they... Am I just seeing things? I think I'm just... Oh, no, that was green. Oh, wait, was that a sleet? Chance to ignite on hit, necrotic damage. That does not sound like sleet to me. Sleet is not fire and necrotic. Melee hit? Yeah, we might need that. Yes, I am actually looking at suffixes. Okay, health on melee hit. Health regen per second. I am looking for better boots. Better boots. Okay, increased movement speed. So that has a lot of increased movement speed. Actually, both of them do. But let's go ahead and, yeah, this is what I've been doing off screen. Chatter. Shatter. Once I get over 1,000 shards, do I get a prize? Probably not. But I am enjoying this build. This build has brought me joy. So whether we are super successful at the end game part of it, I don't care. I have enjoyed playing it so far. And I don't think we really have... Yeah, we haven't had any minion losses. Yep, basically item wood chipper. I haven't really been making new items, although I wager once I get to the post game, if I want to grind for stuff, which I might with this character for our other characters, I might play some off screen. I could see totally having a character that just does post game to be the wood chipper. Just farming gold, farming those little shards, breaking things apart, and then finding rares to stick it on for core stats. Oh wow, we are... I forgot what we would get ward from, but we're getting ward from something. Yeah, we had it actually showing up on there, which is not something we've had very often. What are we getting ward from? I actually do not know. Oh, 19% of spent mana gained is ward. That would be it. I might need to look at that item a bit more. That's actually really good. I like that. We need more mana to take advantage of it, but I like that.
Feel my wrath.
Punishing for respecking is outdated and bad. To an extent, yeah. I would rather it just be a gold punishment. Even if I was restricted to just doing it in town, I would rather have skills drop down to be just based on gold. Because that would serve as a gold sink. That would give you a reason to farm for gold. I mean, we already have several gold sinks, such as just ripping items apart. Although the destroying items in this really, really makes me want to play... Oh god, what's it called? Dungeon Siege. With the transmute skill. I used to always just... That was one of the first skills I got, was to just focus in on transmuting items down into gold so I could make everything into money. Award for making new friends. We are constantly making new friends. We make them every minute of every day. I don't mind paying gold at all, but I don't want to have my skills weakened for a while. Yeah, thankfully, I'm not hurting too bad on that. I mean, it's still, like, solid, but if I were to, like, be dropping stuff a lot, it would be bad. Okay, so we need to return to Alzorath Kai. I probably should have just town portaled here. Instead, I'm going to break all their shit and... Yeah, do that. And I love his, like, monkey run. Like the gorilla just running with your fists kind of thing.
I suppose dodging Osprix is off the table now. Fortunately, there's another path, but that puts us in Scalebane territory. I'd rather take my chances with them. The Osprix are taking more territory. There's a dried river that heads straight to Majelka. That should get you close to the city. Unfortunately, you'll go alone. There are a few things I need to take care of here.
Yay! I wonder what corrupted her appearance, by the way. Okay, sorry. I think the only game you had access to an item wood chipper was Borderlands pre-sequel. I haven't played the Borderlands prequel. I think that was a Telltale game, or am I wrong? I'm a realist. Chances are they survived the week are slim to none. Just want to know what happened. Okay.
Stay safe.
So both the quests are out to this way. The Dry River. But there's a few games I've played that had, like, pseudo wood chippers. Most of them were just, like, product into gold situations. But it's fine. But in this one, it is an actual proper, like, item into supplies, which is good. That said, Diablo 4 has that as well, except it makes it into, like, generic stuff. I much prefer this, where it actually, the pieces do have some semblance of, you know, rhyme and reason to them. Like, I break something apart, I get the enchantments that are on it. Whereas a lot of Diablo 4's stuff is just like, here's an iron shard, here's a piece of rotten leather, here is your daddy, what does he do? And it just doesn't really... Third game tie into... Okay. Borderlands 1 and 2? Okay. Yeah, I've only ever played the first Borderlands. I would like to play through them. Generally, probably not multiplayer because they turn into bullet sponges, but... Other than that, it's not that bad. Okay, here's another thing. Here's the dude. What could have caused this? Yeah, we're just going along. Oh, just the Broodkeeper? Easy. And yes, I will probably smash apart most of these. That one I'll smash apart. This one I will not. That one I will. Attunement. I think we have enough of those, probably. So let's go ahead and smash those. How many more of these do I have? I have to put something in there first. Yeah. 18. I'll probably like take it down to 10. Okay, Ellie might have the best item crafting of any of these action RPGs, because, yeah, you have some control. It's not all RNG. I wish the RNG for foraging potential was not quite so drastic. Like that. Oh, it tells me it after I pick it up how much it has. Sweet. But, oh, never mind. It told me before. I was just looking at the wrong one. But, yeah. I wish it wasn't such a drastic variety. I wish as you leveled it up, it would just take more foraging potential. Like level 1 would take 1, level 2 would take 2, just for like the most simple version. But I'll take that for physical resistance shrapnel. Okay, we have 13 left. Yeah, I should probably stop smashing those apart.
Feel my wrath.
Corrupted appearance equals Bat Dookie makeup job. We really do actually have a kind of funky look. We look like some kind of broken version of Birdman. Oh, we need to take it to Majelka. Okay, so yeah, we're in the right spot. For some reason, I thought we had gone down the wrong road. But yeah, I wish I had a little bit more control over my appearance, and there is an appearance tab in here, but I don't think we can do anything with it in single player. Might be a multiplayer only thing. I would love it to be in single player, just like a basic, just not transmogrify, I think is what it's called in Diablo 3. Just off the top of my head. You like the crafting system in Kingdoms of Amalur, not the bracket material bug though? Oh. I have not played all the way through Kingdoms of Amalur. I have actually not played more than like maybe 10-15 minutes of it. So I would have to go back and that was way back when. I'd have to go back and refresh on it. I hear it's a good game though. I did get it on a recommendation and just never got around to it. I know. Gamer problems. And I am back to picking up all the bloody rares. How does the crafting system in it work, by the way? Alright, just watching my minions try not to let them all die. I think I just realized, yeah, we're missing a warrior there. Meteor caster's broken in. Oh god, whoa, I didn't even notice my life. Here, let them finish killing him. I think my minions are going to kill him without me. I'm just curious if they can. Yep, they can. They can absolutely murk him. Oh, and they don't disappear. Okay. They do wander back to me. So it only counts as like you have to restart all over if you're against one of the like actual zone bosses. That's kind of neat. Wonder what would have happened if I would have let them kill the big boss. Hi, guy.
Thank you for the assist there. I was in a bind, and you got me out of it. I could have gotten out of it at any point. But I was choosing to... You happened to come by and made that plan irrelevant. Besides, I didn't want to... Perhaps I'll tell you along the way. I presume you're headed towards Majelka as well. Well, if you are, I may be able to lend a hand. You're obviously able. You helped me. Let me. I can't complain about that offer. You ready to head out then?
Yes, I am ready to head out. I don't need him.
The Scalebane were never meant to be common thugs.
More minions!
The Scalebane
Do I need?
used
Oh, I need to
these
resummon some
set
stuff.
ambushes on people and trader caravans.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether that was an intentional thing or not, of it not killing my minions at the same time. But that just tells you how much stronger my minions are than me.
See them exploit our people like this.
Yeah, they are like orders of magnitude stronger than me. If my minions turned on me, I would be toast. I have no like direct damage myself. They're like, Master, I'm coming back. But yeah, when in doubt, let your minions handle it. I wish I could actually command them to like latch onto something and follow it off screen. I would 100% just like press A, walk away. Let them fight while I'm just like wandering the dunes. Slightly curious what's this way. This is going to be the wrong way, I think. But yeah, this is actually a very relaxing build. I didn't even like read if there was like a penalty to dying or something. Truth is, at this point, I don't really care because all we're getting is passive skill points per level up. Salvage and quality of materials reflect how big of a bonus you get for your gear. For a time in LOA, you could trick craft lower bonuses than salvage for high materials. Oh. That's kind of neat. I have a feeling we're taking void damage from something here. Just judging by how fast my life goes down. I'd like it if you could control a minion's movement instead of your own, like make the golem the party leader. Oh, that just makes me think. I would love to ride inside the golem. Golem mech. Just have that be a... That is one kind of power fantasy that doesn't really get recognized very often. Is like the character that can get inside mechs. You have like the one character in Overwatch that is always in the mech, but
untold levels of wealth. The royals and Nagasa care more about being buried with their wealth instead of letting it get into the hands of anyone undeserving after they die.
let's see. Dodge, suppression. I'm not gonna mess with that. What is this?
I'd love to clear them out at some point, but we've got far too much to do right now.
Find someone who might know more about the relic. Where are we on the map? No, we're still in the Radiant whatevers. I feel the void. I am the void. Golem mech and tabletop D&D, you did that with a necromancer villain. Good times. What I would like... Let's go ahead and go out this exit here. Yeah, all the things are in there. But something more like the... I'm trying to remember the name of the subclass. But yeah, the Alchemist, or whatever it's called. Artificer, there we go. That has the Iron Defender. I would totally allow someone to just make a character that rides inside of their own Iron Defender. That would be priceless to me. That is something I would totally allow a player to do. Basically, you'd look like an automaton on the outside, and then whenever that automaton gets shattered, guess what? You just pop out. Mech Warrior D&D. Whatever those... Oh, those... That's a boss. That's why that's so scary looking. Howl of Hope. KOA has an in-depth work to achieve crafting system, but not the extent like crafting and synthesis systems in Legend of Mana. With it needs thousands of items in a few hours. Yeah, I like functional parts into functional parts. That's one of the main things I look for in good crafting systems. I think too many developers have gotten into the mindset of we need 1,000 pieces of leather and blah, 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 and just stuff that actually doesn't do anything except as crafting materials. That just gets a bit redundant. Okay, fire resistance shards. I will be picking up boots to look at them. Oil vial. It's a rogue relic. I have a player who's a Warforged Moon Druid. He's a Transformer, not a Wild Shaper. That's great. Robots in disguise. He turns into a toaster. I would totally let them turn into a toaster. Not in a serious game, but in just a jokey game, absolutely. Here, let's go ahead and proceed this way, because Golem is just not looking too happy right now. Transfer crafting items, sword items. We've got a bunch of junk in there I probably shouldn't be picking up, but we'll see. That'd be an interesting thing to kind of balance out, is just remaking Beast Wars in D&D. Because you have the stats for most of them.
Change is coming.
Change is coming. Groovy. Are we the bringer of change? Are we the demons? Okay, so we have multiple quests to turn in here. Oh, and they're all in the middle city. Okie dokie, I'll go there.
Too long have we all been bound by the chains of fate.
Talk to you.
Along with who would
Oh no, sir, I refuse to deal with grave robbers. Let me tell you exactly what I think of your ilk.
will be our future
I have a contact in the slums. You'll know him when you see him.
at any cost.
What do you actually have for... Oh, he's the armor salesman. Okay. I'm trying to talk to him. Thank you. It was running me in a weird direction there. Okay, so stun chance with melee. Chance to chill on hit. That one might be worth breaking apart. Let's go ahead and buy these. No. 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 It has plus intelligence and health regen, so we might... No, we're not going to break those apart. I don't know what attunement does. Just off the top of my head. I do think we want to break that one apart, though.
Stay safe, traveler.
You had a druid in a D&D 5e game that once upon a time that turned into a skunk and had the party barbarian toss you like a football in a window of a third-story bandit guard tower. God. Googly moogly. And more experience, more gold. Fuel. And our mages have basically caught up now. So let's go ahead and give them more damage. So now they've got 5% per 25. So that's, yeah, not a lot. That's 20% mana boost. I mean, damage boost. Not great, but it works. I guess we could give them health leech next. Or melee fire damage. We could just make them just a juggernaut. Okay, so we need to go... Oh, we have another quest from you. Okay. I will grab that.
Farewell.
So our next mission is further on into the Oasis. So I'm guessing we just go through there. Skunk Bomb is a solid tactic. I don't think I've had anyone try that, oddly enough. But it would be fun. I'm always up for creative solutions and bad ideas. Because there is a bad outcome to that as well. Oh no, a skunk. They react as they normally would to a skunk. But if someone whacks you with like a baseball bat or something like that, you're going to be alone up there. Your way out is jump out that window. And then they know you're there. Let's see. Ooh, yay, Aphix shards. Sweet. I'm not a huge fan of these big round ones. A Flame Wraith. We already have the ability to do that with skill points. But I'm not really interested in Flame Wraiths. I would rather have them be Tank Wraiths, because we currently are fairly heavy into the ranged minions, so whenever they do get kind of hit with AoE, they just kind of pop. And yeah, we have decent physical. It's 50-something%. It's not perfect. 75% is the max. I don't know if there's a way to increase the max, but those guys are... Oh, they're bosses. Okay. Okay, grab you. Plated belt. Focus. Yeah, we'll pick up belts and stuff. I don't want to really lose my belt or my focus. My accessory, whatever you want to call it. And because I want to finish this set. Where is this thing that we're going after over here? Okay, so we need to return there with Anjari's head. I think we'll be going back there regardless. Oh, we're going after another side quest here. We need to find the path to the other one. It feels like we are down some allies. Oh, we're down that guy. That guy died? Holy butts. Yeah, things here are actually starting to murder stuff. In that same campaign, you jumped into a pool of water with enemies and turned into a giant electric eel. Party Bard yelled, "Look! They're dancing funny." God. Party Bard could make them dance. Yeah, our minions were getting nuked for a minute there. Go ahead and attack those guys. Yeah, these guys are playing more like how I played Rogue in Diablo 4. They're dashing through stuff. They be hurting me, folks. They be hurting. So I just have to keep dropping grenades on them. I do appreciate that they have the kind of like dash attack skill that lets them get past my minions. That does make it more challenging. Okay, I want that. We will check some of these rare items. We are definitely getting a decent number of just shards from random stuff. Bard can make them dance, so can electric fence. So can ants. In their pants. Swarms! Can you imagine having someone cast like Locust Swarm and them crawling inside your clothes? Okay, onwards we go. Let them fight that. I'm going to grab the gold while they are. I do notice that there's relatively short range for them to be just like aggro on things. They'll often give up like really, really quickly. Giant ants. Let's see, map-wise. I don't... unless the... oh, the exit is going to be down here. And I am seeing a lot more in the way of just, like, proper bosses. They are definitely ramping up the difficulty. I can feel it. So we are going to have to be aware of that. Not everything will be easy for us. Oh, we just happened to find it already. Okay. So it wanted us to talk to a bunch of people, but we just did it anyway. Okay. Guessing they had hints to look here or something. Summon caffeine-addicted Zerglings. Oh, we can sort of get Zerglings in this. They are the ice beetles. I would actually like to summon the things that look like Zerglings in the prehistoric era. In this era right here, there's a winged beetle thingy that totally reminds me of Banelings. I believe is the proper term for it. The little winged summons. Pick that up, please. For some reason, I don't know if it's something with me, but I've had a problem in multiple games recently where it's like, it does not want me picking shit up. In War Tales, which I'm working on a review for, it has a issue where it keeps spawning iron inside of cliffs, which is really irritating. Okay, so what are you?
Can I help you?
Usually I'm pretty lenient with the fee. However, you look like you could cough up, say, let's 110,000. We're all about giving back to those in need. I'm headed inside. Feel free to try to stop me. Yeah, I'd rather not use all my gold for that. I actually do have enough, but nah. We're not gonna. It is sad that I could actually afford that. As an aside, I am caffeine addicted, but we'll skip on that.
Feel my wrath.
We need to search for signs of them, search the contact hidden within the Majelka slums. That's fine. Let's see. We've got one there, and then we also have up in the Oasis, we have another one. Since we're having to search for it, oh, we actually have multiple things here for the main quest. Yeah, this area is not as bad as the last couple as far as difficulty goes. Yeah, we have some tough boys, but not nearly as tough as some of the other stuff we've been facing lately. Oh, we had shrine experience buff. I didn't even notice it. Oh, damn. We haven't even used our last skill point. Dagnabbit. He's still alive up here? No. So for the most part, things here seem to be mostly kind of rogues. Oh, wow. Actually, poison. Yeah, Wait a minute. It just pierced my poison resist. You were right about it piercing my resists. You bastards. Don't be piercing my resists. I guess it's good that we have a couple that are overstacked, but it's not the element that we have here. Only element we have here is the element of surprise. I don't think we have them surprised, considering how much noise we make coming through as a literal freaking army. Caffeine is one of the few only addictions that's encouraged, at least in much of the world. It used to be that drinking was encouraged. It still is in some communities, unfortunately. Alcohol. So, where do you draw the line between... yeah. Drinking fermented stuff and being an alcoholic. Okay, we're gonna just go northeast first. Then if this is the wrong way, we'll go left. We're taking most of our poison damage on shields. I'm not sure the rare names actually have an indication of what's on them. But it could, I guess.
Feel my wrath.
Alcohol is considered okay, being drunk is not. It's weird that way. Yeah. I don't like how being drunk feels, so I don't do it. But I have been drunk before. Okay, we'll hold off for another level before we put another point into that. I need to probably resummon you. Get your life back up. I think we might have passed one already. Because that arrow is changing quite quickly. Did we pass one just now? I think it's right over here. So, yeah, we sort of passed one. Could be worse, could be overpriced monkey dookie bean coffee or cat poop coffee. Also, you're in the Muslim part of the planet. Alcohol is totally illegal. I personally prefer cannabis over alcohol, and it's legal where you live, so you're glad? Ah. It depends on where in the world you are as well. Some places are at least a little bit more secular, even if they have a dominant Muslim population. But there's Christian examples of that too. The U.S. was for a while. Get him, boys! Wow, he is just not dying. He's got 130 stacks of armor reaping on him. Infiltration continues with great success. The Scalebane are still unaware of the fact that I stole the face of their leader. Only real threat we faced was cast out dunes await questioning. The investigation of the rogue who fled the city remains cold. There are no traces of her beyond the Olotri cliffs. Chances of her returning are slim, but we'll need to be wary regardless. Any updates with the Vessel Maiden? Is it true that she's delving into the forbidden magics? I need to hasten the rituals. Groovy. And they dropped nothing. I prefer tacos. Tacos are good. I had tacos a few days ago. Like, not Taco Bell tacos, like homemade, kind of just cheap homemade tacos. Getting the lead out of our dark chocolates. I haven't read about that one. I haven't had dark chocolate in a while, though. Okay, we need to find contact hidden within the slums. So we will just loop around until we find them. Hopefully we find them soon. Level of Ripped Blood Shard. Yay, we keep getting Ripped Blood. Speak with the fence. So we got 20,000 gold for it.
You here?
What does he have? He has that crap, which we can buy. Let's see, that has plus armor on it. We do kind of need that. I'm just quickly glancing at him. If I miss something, I might miss something. Not that huge of a deal. Shred, 300% chance to shred armor. Consult the Dragon Ball radar for... Unfortunately, our Dragon Ball radar only works on certain ones. Chance to find potions. No. Although I probably should have taken that for the increased cooldown speed. That one. Okay, so we'll just shatter these. How many of these do we have? We have 20 of them. We can shatter this. How are we looking on those now? We're down to 15. Yeah, we can definitely do that. Just shattering them for shards. It's just sitting there. Da-da-da. That's everything we needed here, I think. Oh, no. We need to search the oasis for signs of merchants, which is up that way. Yeah, let's just go. Travel. I really wish... Yeah. I wish the radar was a little nicer.
How's my new favorite bounty hunter doing? Do you have good news? I never doubted you, but I'm impressed nonetheless. Tracking Arjani down and dispatching them as fast as you did. I couldn't have asked for it to have gone any better.
This guy's voice does not match his face, by the way, for me. I don't know why.
After you're done with your business in the temple, I sure wouldn't mind having you around once the Scalebane are under new management. Plenty of jobs to do around here, and even more once I'm running the show.
Okay, so we have side quest up here. I'll talk to him again in a second. Oh, that's pointing me towards the oasis. I don't want the oasis right now. No, we can do it in a minute. We're probably going to go up there for part of the main quest. Considering the path that we just walked down dead ends. So we're probably going up to the Osprix war camp. Not sure what connects at the Majestan Heights, but yeah, we're probably going this way next, and then we'll somehow end up inside here. Not sure what the forest trail is, but that's probably off Stothreka. that we'll probably get after we do this part, if I had to guess. Just based on how they've kind of been rolling stuff out.
Haha! You're not. I may be a thief, despite all that. I know exactly. Win-win, right? All right. Once you're done there, you should reach the crystal mine. After that, you'll be awfully close to the. Well, that. Oh, come on. Where's that fighting spirit? It's going to work. It's not like you've got any other
Yep,
options.
we go up that way. So, we've got passive. Yeah, we got one unspent skill point, which is another point into this. One more point and we can actually get the damage multiplier. I think the guy had a vague Middle Eastern accent and the pic looked like a Spanish conquistador.
Haha! You're now looking at the new leader of the Scalebane, thanks to your help. And plenty of my own effort, of course.
I keep expecting him to say either, now go away or I will taunt you a second timer, or possibly, crap. I'm forgetting the other quote. It's not the French guys in the second quote. But it's like somewhere between French and Italian vibes that I'm getting from him. It's a very forced accent to my ear, and it might be an actual accent that I'm just not familiar with. But most of the Middle Eastern people I know have talked a bit more. I'm not sure how else to describe it. More in their face. That guy had a bit more of a throat to it. If that makes sense. Okay, so we need to go across here. Going for the silver. If you had an armor, you'd name it Humorous Ghillie Suit of the Sparkling Accelerated Trench Crawling Master. On, murder you guys. I don't get it. I'm sorry. My brain is not like 100% today either. I have been on the fog since I woke up. So it's one of those things. Okay, so we've got a cart here. I'm glad for the most part that it's trying to give me like information. Enter the Spine Hunter Den. Those are desert spitters. They spit desert. That's why this is a desert. They spit at it. They're dessert spitters. Mmm. Cream cheese pie. Also known as cheesecake. Just sounds a lot less appetizing as cream cheese pie, don't it? I love cheesecake. I can make fun of cheesecake because I enjoy it. The Humorous Ghillie Suit. It's a ghillie suit made out of arm bones. Don't look too deep into that joke that I was making there. Okay, we'll grab those. I'm gonna try not to grab too many rares. I mean, I might accidentally pick some up and not chuck them on the ground. I keep wanting to get just kind of like involved looking at the items. And I need to not. I wish there was a way to, like, sacrifice affixes for more forging power. If that makes sense. Like, you get rid of the affix, but you don't get to keep the shard from it. Instead, it just adds to the forging potential of the item. I think that would be kind of a neat way to kind of make things more customizable for the player. Spine Hunter Alpha. Not the first time I've had to deal with like all the alpha mentality on this. I should play War Tales on stream as well. Can we add Wi-Fi and a Tesla coil to your golem? Probably.
Feel my wrath.
Dude be massive. I mean, we could actually go just swole summons, like the few, the proud, the giant summons on this character as well. Although compared to some of the enemies, he does end up looking tiny. Let's go ahead and get ourselves our warrior back. Warrior is tapping out quite a bit. I am mildly contemplating getting the thing where it gets rid of them. So all we would have is archers, but at the same time, it's points spent that I don't need to. So that's another side quest, probably. Yup. Need more passives. Grab that. Now we can start getting those. We can assemble Abomination. I was not impressed with it. I was not impressed by Abomination. Rune of Forging Potential. That added more forging potential would be a cool thing to add to the game. I don't even need it to be like just adding forging potential flat. Although that would probably work out just fine as well if it was pretty rare, like the one that upgrades them to uniques. But, and actually I wouldn't mind having the ability to add a single affix to a unique through using a specific ultra rare charm to customize uniques to yourself. But, let's see. Oh, the map does split off. But we're still Golem. Oh, cool. He's smaller than mine. I would be perfectly fine with sacrificing affixes to it to let you really customize your rares. Because I could see that be a thing where you basically farm up a bunch of those for your main character. Could possibly have them only be purchasable. Could have any number of things with that. Were your nickname Glass Joe? He gets knocked out every single time he gets punched in the face because he's got a... Glass Joe's got a glass jaw. Like Achilles' heel. Like your face! His face is his Achilles' heel. That has a double meaning. He ugly. Offhand Catalyst. I will look at you in a minute. Oh, I don't have the XP shrine anymore. Okay, so I will look at you now. Poison damage over time. Increased area. Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Not for this character, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, what is... Is it literally across the... Yeah, it's across the gap. We're closing in 150,000 gold. We are really building up gold fast now that I'm not just wasting my time selling stuff. And the attacks here hurt far less than the poison and void stuff we've been getting elsewhere. Probably because we actually have decent resist to everything else. I need some necrotic enemies, folks. I need some necrotic enemies. Necrotech. I am noticing the blues are just not dropping anything anymore. They're dropping like just the normal enemies. Is almost Bupkis. Ooh, Crystal Lotus. Now that actually hurts a little bit. Guys, focus fire on that. I can deal with everything else. There we go. Stack it up to 100. Strip his defense away. That works so nicely. I really do like just having all these hits just stacking on all kinds of pain. It's very satisfying just to see that little like armor shred number just count up. And yes, we are fairly glass here as well. What is that? What does this button do? Oh no! But yeah, I think this is going to be, despite the fact that I played the other ones first, I think this is probably going to be the first one that gets a proper review. I'm writing the other ones, but I want to do this one fresh. Because it is coming out soon. Last Joe gets punched, announcer yells, "Did you see his face? It's gone now!" Agent Weed Eater goes in with another swing. Oh, goodness gracious. The Creole King. That sounds like something that would be in Punch-Out for some reason. Wait a minute, actually, isn't Glass Joe a character in Punch-Out? Or am I thinking, it's some Joe?
Feel my wrath.
That was oh, Capesh. Capiche? Well, that is not the route we were supposed to take, I guess. It's just dead ends right there. I should turn on the loot filter as well, so I'm not compelled to keep using a bunch of these other things. And I will get that skill point in just a minute. One thing I don't ever really feel super compelled on this character to do is actually spend my skill points. I have a feeling on the more like direct damage and like tank your face kind of characters, I will feel like it. And Glass Joe was in Punch-Out for NES. Okay. I wasn't going crazy. Even though it's functionally the same thing, I like defense reducing shred over damage increase. Not sure why, it's just more satisfying. It is generally more effective in most games too, because if you're doing increasing 100 to 200 damage against an enemy that's 90% resistant to it, you might as well, but you can much easier get minus 10% resist and plus 50% damage. You're going to do a ton more damage for that kind of trade. So... okay. So you need to level up. I don't even know what I want to get you. Because you're a big old boy just by yourself. Against the poison. Attack speed. You know what? Let's just go ahead and stack more fire damage on him. And you, I'm waiting until I can get that. Yeah, Glass Joe, I think, was like the first opponent in it. One passive point, I can deal with that. Why does it... We're already at 15 out of 15 past the point of rewards. So we can't get another one? So the Oasis has another part of the quest. But I don't know what it is.
Not just... And she dumped me up. If we try to... Let's go thin their numbers a bit, shall we?
Okay, so our main quest is up there. What are we looking for here? You're terrible at math, but that makes sense and might be why you find Shred more fun than plus percent damage. Also blah. There she is. Hi. Okay, so that's that side quest done. We need to return here with news of the merchant's fate. I'm just getting these out of the way. Please tell me, yeah, you're in the middle.
Farewell.
Okay, so that's another side quest done. We're just getting gold and experience from them, so it's not really that big of a deal. Let's drop off our unique. I probably need to organize that sometime.
Can I help you?
And we will sell... We'll keep the minion damage one. I'm going to break that down. Get rid of that. Probably should have kept that increased elemental damage, but I'm actually just... Item fatigue. It is a problem with games like this. Unfortunately. Okay. So that I will fracture. And I will buy whatever shattering runes I can from you, or do you not have any? You have none! I must have... Oh yeah, I already bought you out. Oh, never mind. That was on the buyback screen. I will buy all your shattering runes. We have 89 runes. We have 112 of the things. So yeah, we're slowly building up our stock again. And now we just come up here and proceed with the story. Because, you know, side quests. I'm actually not bothered by the side quests in this. If you do them as you're doing the main story, it flows fairly well. Come on, Golem. Find a suitable giant eagle. Okay. We're gonna fly, you fools. Where's Gandalf when you need him? He's nowhere to be found. So we are over resistance. Enemies penetrate 1% resist per area level, up to 75%. This penetration applies after the resistance cap. So no extra resistance above 75% has effect unless enemies shred your resists. Oh. So if we get to like a level 75 area, our resistances mean the highest resistance you can have is 0%. That's... I'm not sure I like that one. I mean, you can balance around it, but I'm not sure if they have. That would probably explain our issues a bit better, because we are currently in a level 55 area, which means our max resist is 20%. So that probably is why we should be prioritizing defense. I am Ego Waffle Montoya. You finished my quest. Prepare to cry. You killed my father. Prepare to die. It's been a long time since I've watched Princess Bride. I just realized we dropped back below 666 life. We have a chance at being 666 again. And this resistance drop based on area level is going to be bad whenever we're playing a melee character. Speaking of bad experiences playing melee characters, I just fired up one of the worst action RPGs about a day ago. And needless to say, endless spawning enemies do not play well with me. Okay, so that, go down the ramp. When the birds have a more accessible area than real world. Actually, these aren't birds. They are solar auxiliaries. They are just ground pounders. Okay. Ow. Just spilt my water, prepare to dry. Ah. Now I'm just thinking of the what's-her-face memes from the Johnny Depp trial. I stubbed my toe. Things. Okay. In we go.
Like you don't. Okay. Here's time. Well, it's been a few years. If she doesn't remember me, well, we're not in for a good time. On top of that, I never liked heights. Hey, plummeting thousands of feet may be a good time for you, but I prefer to have my own 2 feet on the ground. Try not to fall off. All we got to do is steer Talon towards the temple, and she should take care of the rest for us.
My dog got stung by a bee. Yes. I do have a feeling we're fighting up here.
It looks like the Ospreys weren't a fan of us borrowing their bird. Get ready for a fight.
Get ready for a fight? I mean, we're taking an entire army on the back of this thing. I think it's fine.
We're hit. Grab onto something.
We did the elevator level just now. God dang it. You don't like resistance dropping. In your opinion, a good core tenet of game design is not to make things worse. Don't impose penalties, make enemies stronger. This is why you don't like about many action RPGs. Grim Dawn and Diablo 2 punish you for advancing like that, and you've never liked it. I don't mind it in higher difficulties. The keyword there is higher difficulties. If it is, as you progress through the story, constantly making it more difficult, Path of Exile does this, this does it, a few others do it. If it's as you're progressing through, things are just innately penalizing you for things that you've already gotten, so you have to like overload on them, then there's a problem. This one is kind of problematic because I didn't realize that it does it based on like after the cap. So there really isn't a way you can overstack them to counter it. When the giant eagle bee called a rock? No, that's a lobster. You can just... Hopefully you can feel my shit-eating grin through the screen. my horrible, horrible joke. Burning into your soul. But no, you are correct. A rock would be the proper term for a fantastical giant eagle. I had to make it. It was a given. Okay. Souls are tasty. Yes, they are. They taste... most of them taste kind of minty. Gotta be careful of the, like, exotic flavor souls, though. Those tend to surprise you with a bit of wasabi. Which is definitely an acquired taste. Through one of the roof entrances. I guess I just keep proceeding forward. Because I think... no, actually, that path back there doesn't always go away. Idol of Ice. Oh, hey, that's actually good. Here, you guys go fight that. Necrotic damage, poison damage. I think we'll swap out the poison damage one. Because, yeah, that doesn't boost our poison resist at all, so it's not that big of a deal. And I wish I could craft idols, too. Each point... We have 145% ward retention. But it still goes down. So we have over 100% retention. It just doesn't care. Dodge rating, melee attacks. Oh, God. Cannot deal critical strikes. That might be good for, like, the elemental guy. Wonder what your commentary about the odd commentary in Sacred 3 would be like. It's a Diab. Yeah, I know what Sacred is. I have not played through it, though. I think I have it. I can check real quick if I do. I know I have some Sacred games. I know the first one's a pain in the ass to get running, though. Psychologically, +3 is more satisfying than +4, but -1 because of the dungeon level. Yes. Let's go. I'm going to pop open Steam real quick. No, I don't have Sacred 3. I have 1 and 2. I might have it on another platform, like if I got it for free, but I don't think I do. If I do, it would be on GOG. Possibly. I don't think Epic has done any giveaways of Sacred games. I'm just proceeding forward. We'll see what happens. My main problem with penalties is that they kind of... It makes the actual mechanics of the game more obfuscated. Which is an unpleasant thing for me. I'd rather actually have the mechanics of a game be honest and straightforward in what they're doing. Like with our ward retention. We have over 100% ward retention. It should just stick around when we're not taking damage, if that is what it looks like it should be. But it's not. It's just a value that says higher number lasts longer. Over 100% doesn't matter more than it's just bigger number. Last Bear's what? The Last Bear's Fury is part of the Last Bear's stat. Melee physical damage, increased health regen per point of strength, increased melee stun chance, increased critical chance with swipe. Swipe or no swipey? Reflective Coven Garb of the Turtle. Plus that what is the purple? I have not gotten a purple before. Still gives less armor than what we've got. But it only has 3 mods on it. And it requires an Acolyte. We are an Acolyte. A unique ruby ring. Chance to ignite on melee hit. Again, not something I'm going to use on this character. But yeah, I think that's my first purple. So I'm actually not sure where I'm supposed to be going here. I am literally just wandering around. So if it starts blinking that something is near, I will totally move towards it. For now, it's literally just keep killing and walking forward. Oh yeah, I need to do passives. And we get our first point in cold boosts. Yay. Haste and Frenzy for the duration. This effect has a 10-second cooldown. I mean, I don't mind that. Purple means exalted. It means the item has one or more tier 6 or 7. Okay, so yeah, because that's tier 6. Okay, that's kind of cool. We can't upgrade the armor boost. We could put minion health on it. Could put intelligence on it as well. Much appreciated, Matt. Remember back Vanilla Titan Quest before patches would penalize you using damage bonuses on your gear by reducing your defense and damage reduction to max HP? Literally a progression killer. Yeah, I haven't... Titan Quest is one of those that I've had kind of an on and off relationship with. I never really dove deep into its mechanics. Okay, so damage reflected we could go a bit on. I'm going to go ahead and do intelligence on this. +2 intelligence. Now it's +3. +6. +9. I think we keep going for it. Okay, we don't have the ability to upgrade that any further. But that is looking good. So let's go ahead and shatter that one. 2 armor shards, 2 intelligence shards. Did that give us enough to actually upgrade? No, we need more. Or it might not let you actually upgrade it. There might be a specific way to do that. Past tier 5. So I'm going to go for damage reflected, I think. Or we do the thing where it isolates. As a chance to seal an affix is moved to its own slot, leaving the old slot open for you to add a new affix. Requires level 58 to forge it, unfortunately. Yeah, we don't have the level to actually do that one. Yeah, the crafting system in this is pretty dang interesting. I like it for the most part. There are some things that could use improvement on it, like the amount of like forging potential. I don't like how random it is. So I think this might be a roof entrance. Oh, I can't actually go in that way. Even though on the map it shows that I should be able to. Is there a way to open that?
It eludes me.
Yeah, I can't even teleport in there. Yeah, I do love interesting crafting systems. Functional to functional is always a plus, basically, where you use functional items to make even more functional items. Is always a big plus for me, and also the whole mentality of like character agency in the creation of it, rather than just like you get to re-roll the rare. It could have one of 97 different stats on it. Geez, what am I getting hit by? Poison. Okay. The downside of them popping out of the ground there. EQ is a great action RPG, but you've heard non-PC versions are more buggy. I haven't played the non-PC versions. I've only ever played the PC version, so I don't know for sure, but definitely... Holy crap. Okay. Can't use that because it's Primalist. That's Mage. Well, that was a lot of idols. I don't know if I have the energy to dig through them all. Got elemental resistance, got poison resistance. We've got minion necrotic damage. We've got physical damage. Got lightning damage, lightning resist, health, cold resist, and these are not things we can use. I mean, the crafting shrines, I kind of semi-expected with how things have been done so far, but I was not expecting the giant shrine of, here's a million idols. Offline, yes. I don't think it's going to come to consoles anytime soon. If it is on consoles, I have not heard about it being on consoles. That just might be me being completely unaware of the gaming scene in that regard. But I'm enjoying it on PC. It's early access on Steam. That's how I'm playing. I would have to go and check see if there were any plans for them to bring it to console. But I have a feeling it probably wouldn't come to console until after it's like 1.0. Because I could see this being fun on Xbox or PlayStation or any one of those. But until then... What are you? Stormthrower Zale. She bought it at Zale's. 120 reduction. So that's 12,000 defense reduction. For those that are keeping track. Because we have 100 armor shred on our minions. Hey, we can sort of see where we're supposed to go with it now. Finally got the directional pointer thingy. My archers are stronger than yours. And they are throwing cold at me. But yeah, I think defense is actually going to be the stat to stack for survivability. Just judging by how oh god, it's a giant snake. Just judging by how things are based in like the damage types. Amulet, yes. Ellie could work on console. You only have 5 skill slots, so controller support can happen pretty easily. Yeah, and it actually has controller controls already. Like I could literally pick up a controller and play it right now. I have the controller hooked up. It's just I haven't tried it yet. Oh, we have a bunch of things that need leveling up. Okay, you guys murder real quick.
Feel my wrath.
You are going to go for... We've already got those up. Let's see. Do I make them tankier, or do I try to have them do more damage? Additional poison penetration. Or do we just go for more attack speed? I'm slightly tempted to go with bleed. Because a lot of these lead off to just like things that are just useless to us. I think I'd interview the dev said that there is demand, they could be open to do it, but I don't remember if it's Lost Ark or Last Epoch. Probably Last Epoch. King goes into Zale's carrying the Roderick Cube and combines all their gems together. Rainbow facet of useless carbon zirconium. Cubic zirconium. But yes. Let's just go attack speed for now. You are almost level 17. You, we just finish off your damage boost. Skelly Bros, attack speed. Okay, so I need to resummon them. And that looks... Yeah, we're good on all the rest of our summons. We will never run out of Vanguard, by the way. They're just free extra bodies every single time we cast one of these explodey boys. I have a feeling we're going to die at the next boss, by the way. Like the next big boss, I have a feeling it's going to be just like the previous one, where we just get chewed apart.
Feel my wrath.
I can't go past the gold pile. I have no like alternate route besides where he was shooting his laser. Yeah, this I am enjoying this build. I am enjoying this character. I would love to see it come to console, because I could see it being really fun couch co-op. Even if it was just gauntlet style close couch co-op where you had to stay on the same screen, it would still be fine. Because then you'd be blaming the other person for, oh god, you just punched me in the face. You bastard. Shrouded Gold Elemental of Focus. Well, Gold Elemental, you just died. And why can I not just pick up this gold? Like, I can carry 150,000 gold coins. I should be able to pick up all this. But no. I'm not allowed because it's set dressing gold. It's all fool's gold. None of it's real. It's all just here to confuse you. Okay, so the place we want to go is probably in that revealed zone right there. I don't know why it does that. Might be some dev holdover or just might be a bug, but I don't know why it does that. It might actually do it, now that I'm thinking about it, it might do it to verify that it spawns it in. If it's got like a random location on it. That could be it. Okay, so we'll go this way. Yeah, there's nothing here, though. The only other thing I can is maybe it's on the other side. You wish we had a Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles and Gauntlet Legends game for console with free multiplayer crossplay. It's been forever since I've... Can we murder you, please? Thank you. Well, all of our minions are dying from the giant laser. Our minions do not hold up well against that. There's many games that do this, placing fake gold we can't pick up, despite the fact that you got gold in your inventory. Exactly. Like, I could understand, like, if it was a dragon's gold pile and it had been fused by fire. You're not going to pick up a 300-pound club of gold and carry it around with you. But when it's just, like, these are loose coins. I have a feeling we're going to start seeing more purples in the very near future. If you had a Horagic cube in real life, you'd probably put a prosthetic limb and travel guide into it and open it to see a portal. A travel guide. Oh, man. Part of me feels bad for Wirt, but honestly, nah. And I actually think the game is just eventually feeling bad for me and showing me the arrow. It's just like, he's been looking for a while. We should probably just show him where to go so he doesn't get stuck. Mana fuse something or other. Okay, that one didn't murder my stuff nearly as bad. 116 mana, lot less defense. Yeah, my armor, I need higher armor. I need greater defenses. I need to get this up to like 75% damage reduction. Homunculus Bile. Sure, one. You played Diablo 1. Wirt is a jerk. I hardly ever used Wirt in Diablo 1, sadly. Believe it or not, in the SCP universe, there's SCP that is basically the Roger Cube. Nothing surprises me about SCP.
Were you hoping to find Majessa, human? All you will find here is your death.
All you'll find here is your death. I mean, I already have death on my side, my dude. But yeah, nothing surprises me in the SCP universe. I actually really like the... Oh, what's his name? Something Kane. Versions of the Backrooms. Those really are enjoyable to me. A lot of the spin-off copycats, not as much. But his stuff is actually really kind of cool. It doesn't rely on the like gimmicky, jump-scary kind of things. It's more just, it's atmospheric. It's really well done. Of course, most of the people here probably have already heard of him because he has a massive amount of subscribers now.
Orvis, aid me. Nothing can stop me. Nothing.
Void. This is interesting to me.
Void, yay. The one damage type I don't do. I heard someone say Void, and I'm like, oh shit. Go after her, please. Oh yeah, that hurts. Oh, you already got her. Sweet. Kane Pixels. There you go. Thank you. Yes, I love that content. Void is the one resistance I really don't feel comfortable fighting, but we'll be fine. Just dodge all the purple things on the ground. What's the worst that could happen? We get one shot and have to revive somewhere. SCP-914. One of the people I watch... Oh,
What do you
dialogue.
think you're doing, my beautiful vessel maiden?
I am breaking the cycle. I refuse to be your sacrifice.
Disgraceful. Rage is unbecoming of you, child.
This is not rage. For millennia, the vessel maidens have died so you could live. Now feel the unending abyss of their despair.
What are you doing?
Why don't you show our guest the torment that now fills you?
What's happening? Get out of my mind.
Did she just, like, pop and drop items off? Yeah, she did. Okay. I have no idea where these items are. Yeah, I like SCP stuff. I have a streamer that I chat with, not super frequently anymore, but every now and then, that actually did a thing where they had like channel points and bits that you could donate to get them to read. Just like you choose a number of an SCP, and then if you donate, they'll pause the stream, read through it, and then come back. See an actual high-budget Monster of the Week show like the X-Files, but more. There's a lot of kind of crappy SCP content floating around there. Yes, there is crappy ones. But they did a thing where they'd actually go through and read the SCP on stream for a certain donation or a certain number of channel points. Oh, she's poisoned. Who would have thought? A snake is poison damage? Oh, darn. And apparently I'm guessing cold. That or void.
This is your doom.
Oop, yeah, no, I don't want to. No. Essence of avarice, go away. Sorry if I'm concentrating a little bit. This is going to be... Ah, we're stuck in stone. We're stoned! No!
Foul insect! Be gone!
That hurts. Holy crap, whatever that one is. That one that looks like ice. Yeah, we need to get rid of these little totems as they pop up. Okay, so Majasa's almost dead.
No, get out of my mind! Get out!
Well. Stage 2? Yep. I don't know why, like, a piece of flesh dropped off of her there. Ow. Gladly, I can heal whenever I'm in that little state there. Why does she... How does she keep healing up? Give me health potions. How am I supposed to... Okay, she's almost dead. Please, please, for the love of God, kill her. Thank you. Give me your blessing before you bleed out! You vaguely recall something about the Foundation creator killing off SCP-682, the adapting unkillable lizard? Sounds like something that is extremely overpowered. I haven't read all the SCPs, so I very obviously don't have them memorized by numbers, but I like the whole concept of, like, the SCP organization and stuff. Thankfully, no Phase 3. Surprisingly, no uniques, even though she exploded a bunch of stuff. And I have to say, the, like, item, this feels very weird. It's like it's off-sync or something. Game's version of Millennia Butterflies.
Hello. While I can sympathize, your execution of this little rebellion is just messy.
You think this is
Let
over?
me show you how it's done.
Orbis showed me the power of despair. And with his power, I will not die. I cannot die.
Yay, we got +1 all attributes, 4,500 experience. Wow, plus attributes. That's the first time we've gotten that one. Is this the end of the story so far? Because it feels like, yeah, it feels like it's shunting us out.
Welcome back, traveler. Took you long enough? Ah, her. She fled using another one of those rifts. You showed up a minute too late. She drew its power to make those rifts, a little trick Orbis taught her. From what I can tell, she's clumsy with it. That rift she opened damaged the timeline. You're welcome to try. But with your epoch in the state it's in, you won't get far. Don't even think about chasing Apophis. No telling where or when she is. Give up? That's what I'd do. Ugh, but if you insist, there is a way to restore the epoch. It can't mend the main timeline, but it should still help some of the broken ones in the monolith. Stabilizing timelines will help it heal. No. Yes. If you're really curious, go speak to Farewell.
Go speak to Agony.
Oh, yes?
I keep hearing her over there talking. In the index section of the never-ending story, pretty much. I had heard from one of the others that you had reached a temporary end of your quest. Worry not, there are more than enough challenges to brave in the Monolith of Fate. The way to the past and continuation of the story will come soon, do not worry. Monolith of Fate is the medium through which one may explore many alternate timelines and may branch from ours. Okay, so yeah, we can enter the Monolith now, which is basically the end game stuff, and that means that we reach the end of this story, which means we only go through 9 chapters? Yeah, timelines unlocked 1 out of 10, empowered unlocked, so now we have Monolith stuff to go through and can do all that kind of stuff. Which is what all this kind of thing is. So we might do some of that, but I don't really want to do the post-game. We're only level 57 as well. I think the first Monolith is 58. I mean, we can hop in to do 1 Monolith. I'm fine with that. Monolith that goes further from the origin, grant more stability, blah, blah, blah. Discover the timeline conduit. Okay, so this is a waypoint. Fall of the Outcast, Monolith of Fate. Okay, so let's go back here real quick, see what it wants us to do here. Demands a puppy dragon. I would not mind a puppy dragon. Dragons are good pets. Well, let's go ahead and dump stuff off. And yes, I am intentionally putting them in one at a time so I don't have to reorganize them after they get in there. But we will run out of room in that fairly quickly. I will look at those later. I don't think I actually need the mods on them. You know what? I will deal with all of these later. I'll just throw them in junk and sort it out in a bit. The equivalent of D3 Greater Rifts. Yeah, pretty much. They're supposedly better, but I haven't tried them myself.
Oh, yes. Farewell.
So I don't know why it's showing I still have a side quest here. I don't. I have this. I have a feeling that side quest is based on I have to get through a certain number of things. Pseudo dragons are basically cat dragons in D&D or puppy dragons, depending on personality. I usually treated them more like cats. Okay. Rare enemies have increased health and damage, increased item rarity, increased experience gain. So both of these. Okay, so piles of gold, affix shards. I think we go to... Oh, tomes of experience, increase experience gain, increase item rarity, generate health. It looks like this one gives us a bit better stuff. Enemies deal 25% increased damage. Gives us runes. Yeah, I think we go left. And just murder whatever we can here. I don't know if... Okay, let's see. Slay enemies, locate the Vile Gate, seal the Vile Gate. So, level 58 recommended for this. I think we'll be fine. It's a level 58 area, even though we're level 57. I also like using pseudo dragons as base for like unique familiars. That and imps are good bases as well. Bonus stability. And I am fine with just murdering everything. It's not going to be a big issue here. Because we have an army. We don't even actually have to aim. This might be a good one just for doing rifts in general. Until we get to the point where things have like multiple things of regeneration and life boosts and all kinds of nonsense. Okay, so we got all of those. Just revealing the map 100% is going to be one thing that I'm going to do. I'm not going to move towards the quest marker on there. Actually, using the little bit of, storage space that I have would actually have been a good way to handle not being able to sift through those things on stream. You always let casters who want to focus on cool familiar have one. The D&D rules are too restrictive, you think. It needs to be balanced like anything, but still, yeah. It needs to be appropriate for the story and appropriate for the character, but Beyond that, you can get away with having them be fairly flexible. You just need to make sure that it doesn't give way too much turn economy to the players. That's the main kind of like balance thing in it. Yeah, I'm not going to go down there just yet. I am going to grab this stuff. But I don't want to trigger that too soon. Okay, so we have gotten all that. You have a second level, which means we go for that. Okay, in we go, and we go away from the arrow because we want to kill as many things as possible to boost that stability up. Okay, so yeah, how long do those little dudes last? Not super long. So it might not be worth it. But that might be handy versus big ol' boys. Okay, so it's like literally right there. But yeah, it's a balancing act, but still it's not like a terrible one. So I don't actually like that. Skill-wise, you're back down to 15. Yep, we basically just experimented with it, and we're upset about it. It didn't work well. Urzel's Pride. Lightning resist, increased mana regeneration per 3%, uncapped lightning resist. Cool. Yeah, this area does not strike me as being particularly difficult. It will eventually get there, but for the most part, we're a necromancer with plenty of minions protecting our fleshy self. Speaking of familiars, recall with one of your paladin sorcerer builds having a pet named White Snake. Yes, the band reference. Didn't help my character was an albino Yuan-Ti pureblood. I mean, I get the joke there. It's actually pretty cool. Okay, murder those guys. Yeah, I prefer having my zombies be spammable. Okay, so we've gotten the maximum bonus stability. So, volatile zombie. We clicked on it. It should be seal this now. Kill the profane flesh, because he's the one doing all the horrible casty stuff. How do we seal it? Do we just murder everything and that's how we do it? Yeah, it doesn't look like I have to be near it or anything. Echo conquered. Really hard to click on this stuff without clicking on that. Is there anything else over here? Nope. Okay. So we don't get just shunted out whenever we get that done either. Okay, that's actually a good thing. And we just go back to the Monolith of Fate. So yeah, it's just clearing areas and then we get boosts. Okay, so we open that, we get rewards, we got Relic and Boots.
That is too much.
Soulfire. Okay, transfer the crafting items in, sword items, so we can actually pick up stuff. Okay, so our uniques are dodge rating while channeling, mana chain gained when you dodge while channeling, 12 intelligence, so not the worst thing ever. You've got Soulfire, which is a relic, which is for anybody, I guess. More spell damage to ignited enemies. So yeah, we're getting a bunch of elemental boosting stuff. And a bunch of shards. So this is pretty much the end game, I think. How much is it to add one? Yeah. We'll get 2 more stash tabs in there. Change the color to teal. And I will change their names to something more descriptive later. But I just need room. Come on. That's a spot for all my 2x2 idols, and then we'll have all the horizontals in the one over there. Probably. Yeah, I'm having fun with this. We're running out of room for uniques as well. What do you have for sale here? You're not really giving me much in the way of shattering runes either. But I could actually just start shattering stuff as well. I'm just gonna sell these to get them out of the way. Oh yeah, we were gonna do sorting them. Here. So I can do that off screen if I feel like it. But I believe that is where I'm gonna call Last Epoch as far as our experience with it. We will eventually, by going through this, you do eventually unlock, let's see, character passives? Nope, inventory. You do eventually start unlocking blessings, which you basically have to choose between various things if memory serves. So, like, you get to choose probably one for each of these, if I had to guess. Pride of Rebellion. Yeah, active blessings. Mordenkaiden's Mystic Junk Pile, exactly! Oh, if I ever do D&D campaigns, by the way, like with the community or with other YouTubers, I'm gonna have to do it with, like, my custom world. So I don't have to worry about nearly as much, like, copyright and crap like that. If I make everything from scratch, it's mine. Even if it's inspired by something, I can flavor it unique to me. So that's going to make it relatively easy to handle. So if we wanted to do a second one, yeah, it just branches off from there. We can choose to go down. We could actually come back here and get this one if we wanted to. Yeah, Follow the Outcast. I think by getting far enough in it, we'd actually get to a certain kind of questing, because, like, 80 stability, 180, 300 for the quest echoes. That's going to take a little bit of going through. That's 10 line, up to bonus 22. These give you a little bit better stuff. Rare daggers, piles of gold, tomes of experience for those, rare amulets. We also have the downward one that I just didn't look at before. Okay, but anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a stream there. We might do one in between this and Path of Exile, just to, like, have some simplified action RPG goodness for a little bit, but we will be experimenting with the other games. In fact, you tend to call D&D's Forgotten Realms the Forgettable Realms. I like some of it. I like, actually, the layout of the fact that there's 3 kind of, like, major planes, and then you have the elemental planes attached to them, kind of thing. But anyway, keep gaming, have fun, peace out. This has been Alzorath, and I will see you guys next time. And I might start just doing streams of converting Diablo to TTRPGs. We'll see.